What's going on with you, J Mees, if I pronounced that right? J Mees, Ceiling Stream. Nah, I was just getting ready for work. I ain't gotta be to work till like what time I gotta be to work? 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? Till like 8 o'clock. But what's everybody's scent of the day today? You see cricket. What you mean? You pronounced it right. Yeah, I be trying to pronounce people names that be coming on this live. Like, I get average like 20 people on this live every time I go live at like um when I get home. I'm just now starting to go live at 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm trying to get these two lives in um a day, to get these watch hours up and all that. Even when I get the watch hours up, I'm still gonna be going live. Like, it's just that I'm kind of like falling behind with these lives. You pronounced it right. How what's going on, Yash? Yawa, what's going on, Yawa? What's going on with you? What's your sin of the day today, brother? But my sin of the day probably gonna be somebody told me to layer these two. Somebody told me to layer KR Pistachio with Game of Spades Full House. Somebody told me to layer these two. So I'm gonna see how this is today. So yeah, cause somebody told me to layer these two on my live stream. They said layer Game of Spades Full House with KR Pistachio. So I'm gonna see what's up with that today. For sure. Um, my sin of the day is the old Armaf Blue Day Chanel clone. Forgot the name. Hold up. My sin of the day is the old Armaf Blue Day Chanel clone. Forgot the name, but it's the one from years ago, not the new one. Yeah. Blue Day Chanel is a nice fragrance. It's just a little bit. It's just a little basic, if you ask me. I still like it though, but it's just it's just a little basic. Something that fall close to um Blue Day Chanel is True Religion Drifter, but the Blue Day Chanel, all of them kind of smell alike, but the Drifter is kind of like my favorite. No, the EDP is my favorite, but Drifter smell just like it, so I just prefer to get Drifter over the Blue Day Chanel because Blue Day Chanel don't really last and Drifter don't really last. So it's just like, but Blue Day Chanel got better quality overall though. Let me see. Where's you from? I'm from Oxon Hill, Maryland. That's where I'm. That's where I'm from. But I'm currently in Fort Washington now. But so I moved, but I basically just moved like not that far. But yeah, so I'm gonna see what's going on with this layer. I'm gonna see what's going on with this KR Pistachio and this Game of Spades Full House. I'm gonna see what's going on with this, cause this look like it's gonna be a fire comparison, and I don't got that much of Full House left, but I'm gonna end up getting the full bottle anyway, so it really don't even matter. But yeah, and my son today tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Well, hold up. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow Friday. No, I'm tripping, boy. Tomorrow Thursday. Yeah, so my sin of the day tomorrow probably be the Amage Royal Tobacco, which I gotta get a full bottle of that. Sin of the day is gonna be Afghan Supremacy, not only intense, not my favorite, but I'm trying to finish the bottle. Then look for a different avenues type scent, to be honest. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. When the fragrance is not that good, I will finish the bottle, but I feel like after that, I'm not really gonna be buying it again. That's pretty much how I feel about it. Like a fragrance almost like that will be, I don't know, probably that Lamar clone that I got from my mom. But let me see, which is your favorite fragrance? That's kind of hard to say. But my favorite fragrance right now is Amore Cafe. That's my favorite fragrance right now by the House of Mansour. This definitely is my favorite as of right now because this fragrance right here is literally like a caramel coffee or something like that. It's definitely a nice fragrance though, but this is one of my favorite fragrances. Whoo, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Amore Cafe by the House of Mansour, that's that shit. Um, A Venice, my bad. Yeah, I can see how like a Venice can be a little bit overplayed for some people. I could definitely see that. You know what I mean? I could definitely see how that could be like a kind of overplayed fragrance. Because that one definitely is an overplayed fragrance. That one, the Baccarat DNA, I could definitely see that. Um, and mine is Red Tobacco Intense. Yeah, I like Red Tobacco Intense. I got the OG Red Tobacco, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that the Red Tobacco Intense is discontinued. That one was like a pear incense type of fragrance, definitely like pear incense, leather, and it's a real unique fragrance. But the OG red tobacco though, I kind of like this a little bit more. It's a little bit more sweeter, but I still like the Red Tobacco Intense though. I still like that one though, but this one is gonna be a little bit more mass appealing for some people, but it's gonna be a little bit mass appealing for some people. But the Red Tobacco Intense isn't gonna be that mass appealing, right? The regular one is gonna be a little bit more mass appealing, right? And what I'm trying to also stop doing, I'm trying to stop putting my fragrances on my shelf because my light, because it be sunlight coming in through my window, and I don't want that sunlight to hit my fragrances because I heard that sunlight ruin fragrances, and like when light hit fragrances, like it get ruined. So I'm trying to actually take all my fragrances off of my shelf and then put it over there on my other shelf. So can you suggest me some oud fragrances according to you? Yeah, bro. Matter of fact, oud is like a real nice note that I really enjoy. So a good oud fragrance is this one. This is the oud satin mood cone. This is the Bearcat satin oud. Yeah, so I really recommend this one. I really recommend that one. Also I recommend Mansur Oud Lemon Mint. Those is two safe oud fragrances, right? One that I don't recommend you to get is that Maison Alhambra Woody Oud. That's definitely not a safe oud fragrance for you to buy. That's too animalic. Even though I like it, it's not for everybody. Like me, I like fragrances that usually people would not like. So it's just like, when it comes to that type of, those type of fragrances, I just think some people should just steer clear from certain type of fragrances until you really start to get the feel of oud. You know what I mean? Another good one is Anna Key, but I don't know how you go like this. Um, Me, I think it's good, but I don't know how you gonna feel about this oud right here. So you probably want to just stick to those two. Let me see. I'm gonna slide to Target sometime today. Check out them Cremo fragrances they have. Yeah, bro. Cremo is a really nice house. The Cremo house is a real nice house. I didn't actually get this from Target. I got this from a trade. Um, I got this from my boy Free Game, and he traded me this, and he traded me Mouage Intimate, which is the Homage Interlude Man clone. This is real nice. But yeah, Cremo, Spice, and Black Vanilla. If you smell or if you own Spice Bomb Extreme, this is going to be a really redundant purchase. I'm talking about really redundant purchase. If you own those two, this is going to be a really redundant purchase. So I would not recommend you to get this if you got Spice Bomb Extreme, because it's going to be kind of like redundant. But True Sunlight is bad for perfume, yeah. And the way that I got my perfume, like my window is literally right there, right? It's literally right there, and my fragrances is literally on this show. So it's just like the sun be beaming in from there, probably getting on my fragrances. But the sun ain't really been out recently over here. But still though, I'm trying to get this off of my stand and then put it on my show, because on this stand right here, this is where I be shooting my videos on. So it'd be like a lot of fragrances here. But should I get Badia Oud Honor and Glory? Wanted to buy it last year, but I bought after 9 p.m. Honor and Glory, bro. I really recommend this. This is a real nice fragrance. It's like a nice creme brulee pineapple type of scent. It's really nice, bro. I highly recommend this. It's really safe too. It's really mass appealing. They give you a nice creme brulee vanilla type of scent. It's real nice. I highly recommend this, and this give you decent projection. You definitely go be getting some real decent projection about this one. So I would say, yeah, bro, definitely reach for this. If I was you, I will try to get this as soon as possible because you don't really find too much creme brulee fragrances. So that's like a unique note mixing with vanilla and pineapple. You don't usually see fragrances like that. So this is a real unique fragrance. It's sexy. It's definitely gonna be a date night killer. It project good. So I highly recommend this. Try Hartain. I wouldn't recommend Hartain for everybody. The reason is, I got the Detour Echo sample somewhere up in there, which is cloning Hartain. But um Hartain isn't safe for everybody because that oud up in there, I can't see everybody liking that. So I couldn't recommend Hartain. I kind of tried to recommend them the more safer oud fragrances like Oud Lemon Mint and Oud Satin Mood, the Oud Satin Mood clone. Them the ones that I would really recommend you, if we talking about oud. But like those the ones that I pretty much recommend. Hartain, that oud up in there, even though it's a sweet oud fragrance, I wouldn't recommend that to you because that's not too safe, because that still got a decent amount of oud in it. Yeah, I tried Hartain, it's amazing, but I want something different from Hartain and oud fragrance and oud for greatness. Yeah, bro. I recommend Oud Satin Mood. I don't know if I want to recommend you this or not. This and the Key by Fragrance World, and this clone is Leighton exclusive because this got Civet and Oud in it. So I don't know how you gonna feel about this, but me, I think it's a safe oud. But you probably gotta sample it. You probably gotta sample Leighton exclusive before you try and the Key because they damn near identical. But yeah, you probably want to sample this first to see how you feel about this kind of oud. But yeah, I highly recommend our Oud Lemon Mint and the Oud Satin Mood though. Um, would you recommend some leather fragrances? Not really. I wouldn't really recommend leather fragrances, and I'm about to tell you why. Leather is not for everybody. Okay, bro, you gotta really enjoy that note to like leather. Now, there's what people don't know, bro. There's different levels to leather fragrances, right? Leather fragrances is not the same, right? We got the dominant leather. We got the not the not too much dominant leather, but it's definitely there. We got you get a faint hint of leather type of fragrances, and we got leather fragrances where you don't even smell leather. So it's different levels to leather. So if I was to recommend you a leather fragrance, that'll be that new Azzaro. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Forever Wanted Elixir. I recommend you that one if you want to try a leather fragrance out, but you want to start small. You just don't want to just dive into leather fragrances, bro. That's not safe. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to test the waters before you go trying to get a full bottle of Tuscan leather, or you go try to get a full bottle of Go Dolphin by the House of PDM. You definitely, or Stephanie Humphrey Lucas Crime the Evil. Yeah, you definitely want to test the waters before you go try to buy leather fragrances like that. But I highly recommend you to start with a Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. Have you ever tried Cuba Paris colognes? Cheap but good like Cuba. Yeah, bro, I love them. I love them Cuba fragrances. It was this dude. He used to work at my job. This is my other job though. But he bought a fragrance and I was like, oh, that shit smell good. Right? And he pulled out this weird bottle. I thought he had a cigar in his hand, but that's the bottle design, which I think look really good. You know what I mean? Which I think look really good. So yeah, them Cuba fragrances, bro, them joints nice. But the only thing about it, I think you gotta reapply. Cause for him to bring his fragrance to work with him, you could tell he was respraying that fragrance because I can smell like a freshly sprayed fragrance when he walked past me, right? Because we work together, so like we working like the same area, right? So I could tell when you sprayed, uh, when you freshly sprayed some cologne. So I could probably tell you that that's gonna be a weak fragrance, but I will still buy it though, because that shit smell good. I don't know which one he had on, but that shit, them damn Cuba fragrances smell good. And you actually just reminded me to buy some Cuba fragrances. So let me screenshot that comment because Cuba smells. Them Cuba fragrances almost make you smell like a balls. Like, no joke. Can you suggest me some entry level leather fragrances? Yeah, bro. I suggest you definitely want to be safe though. So I recommend you a Zorro Forever Wanted Elixir. I recommend you this one right here. If this is in stock, because I think that this out of stock. Rockstar by the House of Dewar. The leather up in here, it's more like a sweet leather, and it's definitely safe. So I will highly recommend you this. But other than that, no more leather fragrances. Other than those two, nah. You know what I mean? Yeah. When it comes to leather, see the problem is, bro. I don't want you wasting your money. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, bro, leather is not for everybody. So be careful with that, bro. Let me see. Leather has to be used in the winter. Yeah, definitely. You definitely don't want to take no leather fragrance outside in the summer. I'm trying to tell you that's not a summer fragrance, bro. That's not a summer fragrance. Leather is more like something that you will be wearing in the winter. You don't want leather to be in the summer baking and then up in the air. That's just a mess, boy. Um, hold up, wait. Leather had to. What do you think of Jesus? All respect and accent. I believe in God, right? I definitely believe in God. I know God is real. I ain't gonna say why, but because we ain't gonna get into all that. But I think God is real. You know what I mean? It's some atheists out there, but I don't believe that this world was just made by itself, like it just existed, right? Somebody had to create it. You know what I mean? Also, it's some other reasons why I believe God is real, but I'm gonna keep that to myself, right? Because we ain't gonna get too much. We ain't gonna get too much into that. But God is definitely real. Like my ass off. Which leather? The Zorro, the most wanted, Elixir, and Rockstar by the House of Dewar brand. This one clone is Georgia Tony Iommi Monkey Special. So this is a nice leather, but you don't get that much leather, but it's still there. But it's still good. It's like a black leather jacket. This is one I definitely would not recommend you. I would not recommend you Opulence Leather by the House of Mason Alhambra. But this one cloning. As y'all can see with this clearly cloning. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. And this right here is a no-no. This is not something, I like it, but this is not something that you want to start with when we talking about leather. That's definitely not something that I would recommend you. Yeah, definitely not something that I would recommend you. Hold up, wait, where we at? JPG, what about it? Hold up, what you say before? Was you in before? Hold up, what about JPG? What you think about Hawass Black by Versace? I ain't tried Hawass Black. The only Hawasses I tried was Hawass Elixir, Hawass Ice, and that's it. Those are the only ones that I tried. But I'm gonna buy Hawass Fire. I'm gonna blind buy that one. I'm gonna actually blind buy Hawass Fire. So I'm gonna get that eventually. Probably it'd be because I get paid this morning. So I get paid every day because I got because the shit that I got set up with my job, like I get paid every fucking day. But let me see. The first time I wore a leather fragrance, I spazzed. Never thought the couch smell would leave. Yeah, bro. Would leave was a Tom Ford clone. Yeah, bro. Leather. That's why I just told the dude on the live, I was like, bro, you want to be careful with leather because Peasy Beasy, you definitely know what I'm talking about, bro. Leather fragrances, that's not something that's for everybody, bro. You gotta really enjoy leather to enjoy a leather fragrance. You gotta really enjoy leather. You just cannot go put on a leather fragrance and you don't enjoy leather. No, you gotta enjoy leather at some point to get a leather fragrance. Because I'm telling you, it's a weird note. It's a weird note. Like it's a really, really weird note. So you gotta really enjoy it. Cause to some people, you would just smell like a leather couch or a damn leather jacket. So you gotta really like leather. It's the same thing with like a ooh heavy, like a ooh heavy fragrance. You gotta really enjoy ooh to like a ooh heavy fragrance. So you definitely want to be careful when you buy a leather fragrance because that's definitely not safe. Um, do you have it? Yeah, I got two JPGs. I got I got Ultramar and I got Lamar Elixir. But this Lamar Elixir almost running out. Y'all can't see it, but I'm trying to do it so y'all can see it. Let me see. I'm trying to do this so y'all can see it. But let me see. It's almost running out. But yeah, bro, it's almost running out though. Y'all can't see it, but I'm trying to put this up to the light, but my damn light all the way over there. So it's to like the first line. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, y'all can't see that shit. But it's like to like the first line. But I paid $120 for that fragrance, and I was spraying this like this shit was a $5 body spray. So you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta really slow down on my next John Paul Lamar Elixir bottle that I get. Hold up, wait. Damn, hold up, wait. Ever heard about Cough by Ahmad? I can't even pronounce that. Beast Mode clone, a PDM Percival with a little bit of fruitiness, and it's an extract that Parfum get about 1 day on skin. 1 day? That's crazy. That's crazy. I think the only fragrance I get a day on skin from is the Tafa Kamaquawa and the Oud Satin Mood DNA and Red Tobacco too. It's a couple more, but I just be forgetting. But I'm gonna definitely check that one out though. Instead of leather, he should try vanilla note fragrance. I think he trying to like get a little bit more advanced when it comes to fragrances. That's what I think he trying to do. I think he already familiar with vanilla, but he should try something like oud first, cause oud he should get into that first, cause that'll kind of open his nose a little bit. I'm not familiar with your content. How big is your collection, and what's your favorite and least favorite? Um, my collection, I got like 60 bottles of cologne, bro. No joke. I had more than that before, but I did a lot of giving my fragrances away. Cause it was some fragrances that I got that I didn't like, so I just gave them away. Like I really gave away like $100 fragrances like for free. To like my grandma, to my brother, some of my friends too. Like if I don't like some shit, you can have that shit. For real. And like, how much did you spend on Lamar Le Parfum? I didn't actually own that fragrance, but I owned the clone of it. And I sampled it. But I got Lamar Elixir. I paid $120 for this. And for Ultramar, I got this one on discounters. I got this one when it first dropped. I got this Lamar Elixir. I got this shit straight out the boy, straight off Macy's. And this Ultramar came from Fragrance Net, which I don't do business with Fragrance Net no more. I don't know. I might start doing business with them again because they probably got a little bit better, but I don't know. Um, Facts. To add insult to the situation, I ordered the mystery fragrance from Alt and got the ombre leather clone. It wasn't bad, but I was mad. Yeah, this one, this the Tom Ford ombre leather. I ain't never tried an OG, but this one nice. But bro, it's too much leather. Like it's definitely too much leather. And the thing about it, also, it's spicy. You know, it's also a spicy leather fragrance. It's not something that I necessarily agree with. You know, you gotta. My cousin says she do not like this fragrance. I sprayed this, and she says she do not like this. One day I might take this to work and see what the other girls in my job think about this. But my cousin says she don't like this, and she like 20. She 22, so like that's what the average 20-year-old girl gonna be thinking about your fragrance. But this is not something that should be worn with, regular clothes. This is something that, should be worn with a black leather jacket, for real, for real. So when it comes to leather fragrances could be tricky because some of them could be good, and then some of them could just be too much damn leather. Um, what website do you order from? Only try Joma Shop. I don't fool with Joma Shop. I don't do business with Joma Shop. I don't do business with Joma Shop. I heard that they ship too slow. I ain't never ordered none from them, but I heard that they ship slow, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a very patient person. You know what I mean? I'm not patient. Like I'm trying to work on that, but I'm not patient. You know what I mean? So I don't like waiting, right? And it's just like I'm trying to work on that because I'm trying to get my finances up, and I'm trying to be a millionaire. And millionaires supposed to have patience, so I'm trying to be more patient. But when it comes to shit like that, hell no. Tom Ford for sure. You mean the ombre leather? I ain't never tried the ombre leather. Um, I ain't never tried the ombre leather, bro. So I can't really tell you about that. But I'm sure ombre leather probably got better quality than this. But Tom Ford is a nice house though. You know, Tom Ford is a really nice house. But Tom Ford is a really nice house. But um I don't know, bro. Some of their fragrances be a hit or miss. I know for sure that Merman Stir joint was some straight garbage, boy. That joint was garbage. That Tom Ford Merman Stir, it basically just smelled like myrrh. Nothing else. Like if you want to know what Tom Ford Merman Stir smell like, just buy some damn myrrh and just basically smell it. Like that's all it really smell like. Straight up myrrh. It ain't nothing like that fragrance is trash, bro. And another one I don't really see the hype in is Lost Cherry. It just smell like some damn cherries, bro. It just smell like some cherries up in a can. It ain't really nothing too extreme. If you want a nice Tom Ford fragrance, I highly recommend Vanille Fatal. I highly recommend this one, Vanille Fatal. I highly recommend you this one. This is a very nice Tom Ford fragrance. This one is like a buttery suede vanilla type fragrance. But the thing about this though, I think it's the thing about all Tom Ford fragrances, for real. You cannot wear no Tom Ford fragrance with no regular white t-shirt and some blue jeans and some Air Force Ones. No way. Like most Tom Ford fragrances, you gotta dress up with. The only Tom Ford fragrance I could really see you wearing with a white shirt and some blue jeans is probably Lost Cherry. Probably. But other than that, most Tom Ford fragrances, bro, I'm telling you, you gotta be really rocking these dressing up. Even Rose Exposed, that new 2025 Tom Ford Rose Exposed joint, you definitely want to be dressing this one up. This is not something you want to be wearing with no regular clothes. So that's the thing about the Tom Ford house. You cannot be, you gotta really wear those dressed up. You got it, homie? Yeah, bro. I'm just trying to get these finances up, trying to start a business out here soon. I'm actually launching my own fragrance. It should be here. What is it now? I think it's May. Is it May? Yeah, I think this is the. I think this May, bro. I've been working so much, I don't even know what damn month it is. I think it's May, but I'm supposed to get my own fragrance made because the dude actually making it now. I paid him $1,500, and he supposed to be almost finished. Well, not almost finished. He said he go finish in like a month, so I take it like he gonna be finished with the fragrance like July 1st. So once he launched that, I just gotta go get my business license. I gotta call the clerk of my county, and that's how I'm gonna get my and I gotta call them, and I gotta pay that fee to get this damn business license. And boom, I'm gonna get the website set up. We on, we on. All right, I'm heading out. You have a good one. Yo, appreciate you for stopping in, bro. I would say your name, but nah. Um, have you tried the House of Chris Collins fragrances? Nah, I ain't never tried that one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna screenshot it though. I'm gonna screenshot it, and I'm gonna definitely check them out because that shit sound fire. What's going on, Mary Delight? What's going on with you? Um, Hello, what's going on, Robbie? You had nice hair. Yeah, I'm actually trying to appreciate that. I'm actually trying to get my hair twisted. Like my mom supposed to be braiding my hair. Because I usually wear my hair like in braids. You know what I mean? But she's supposed to be twisting my hair. I'm trying to get my braids a little longer, like, but my hair grow quick. But I'm just trying to get it like a little bit longer. Um, Let me see. I noticed you have a fro like myself. Do you use essential oil? My dad and uncles use with Egyptian musk like crazy. Um, the only oils I put in my hair is castor oil. I don't really put nothing else in my hair. It's either castor oil or almond oil. That's pretty much the only thing I be weighing up in my hair. Castor oil or almond oil. That's pretty much the only thing. Um, you could recommend me some though, and I probably check them out though. Gangster rapper, Sigma Balls. Yeah, I mean, I am trying to get my braids like a rapper kind of like the Young Mob braids. If y'all know who Young Ma is, I wanted them braids like for the longest. But when I was in school, like my parents would not let me grow no damn braids. Like they told me I cannot get braids until I get out of school. So yeah, that was just terrible. If I was growing my hair since I was in school, because I'm 25, because I first got my braids when I was like 18. So if I would have still had my braids, they would have been like down here. And that shit would have looked, boy, that shit would have looked dope. I just bought Avnon 9 p.m. and 24 Ice Gold. Decan, it smell fake. Oh man, you said the Afnon 9 p.m. and the 24 Ice Gold. I ain't hear the 24 Ice Gold. I heard of the 9 p.m. I heard that one supposed to be cloning John Paul Gaultier Ultramar. I heard that one supposed to be cloning this, but I ain't never tried 9 p.m. or the 24 Ice Gold. But the 24 Ice Gold sound fire. I'm about to screenshot that. That shit sound fire. Um, I'm gonna see if the dudes in my community heard about that because I got a Facebook community with like a lot of content creators up in there. It's some creators up in there that got like 20,000 YouTube subs and shit, and like some of them got like 3,000. And I'm connected to like a lot of fragrance creators and shit. So I'm gonna see if they heard about that, and if they did, I'm gonna see if they could send me a decant of that. But yeah, bro, like I'm gonna see what I could definitely do to get a decant of that because that 24 Ice Gold sound fire. That shit, just by that name, it just got me ready to buy it for real. Um, 9 p.m. was good 3 years ago, but doesn't match Ultramar. Yeah, I can't see no clone really messing with the OG. Even the Lafayette Street, I can't see this touching the Bond number 9 one. It's just like no clone could really outbeat the OG. It just can't. It just I just don't see it happening. I just don't see that happening. I just cannot see a clone beating the OG out. It's just not possible. It just I smell. Don't get me wrong, bro. I smell some nice clones, but I never smelled no clone that outdid the OG. Never. Like I smell some nice clones, but I never smelled no clone that outdid the OG. Never. Um, you see that new Drake fragrance, Summer Mink? Yeah, I heard about it. It pop for him. You think you go pick some up? See, the thing about it, I might pick it up because I like Drake. I think Drake is hated, you know what I mean? And I don't like that. I like Drake, bro. So I might pick it up just to support, bro. You know what I mean? I heard it was fire though. I heard it almost smelled like a Jolly Rancher. Somebody said that one smelled like a Jolly Rancher or something like that. Yeah, I heard that one smelled like a Jolly Rancher, but I actually like Drake. So I might pick it up. Let's hope it's fire though at the same time. Plus I like the bottle. So I think I might pick it up. I think I might pick it up. You know what I mean? I think I might. You know what I mean? I think I might pick up that Summer Mink. Cause that bottle design is unique. But if I pick it up, I gotta get the stand. Cause I heard that the stand that the bottle sit on is like an extra $30. I might just drop that bread. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up Summer Mink. Cause it got a unique bottle. I heard it was good. You know what I mean? And I really like Drake music and shit. So, you know what I mean? I think I might pick it up. I heard it was good though. Drake has a cologne. I tried his whiskey. It was decent. He got whiskey, which makes sense. I mean, he Drake. Drake is worth like what $500 million. Um, I tried his whiskey. It was decent, but I'm an old school Henny or Remy. Yeah, when I used to drink mainly, Hennessy. I used to drink. Um, I drunk Ciroc too. I still, not still drink it, but I don't drink no more. But like when I used to drink and smoke, Hennessy was really Hennessy was the shit. Cause when I used to go to parties and shit, you know what I mean? Like, my friends and shit, and they used to invite me to the parties and shit. Like they had a lot of liquor they had so much liquor, I don't even remember what was the name, but they had so much shit there, bro. I know some was Hennessy, some was Ciroc, some was Don Julio, some was the other one. I forgot the other name. But they had a lot of shit there. But that's when I used to get like that's when I used to go to parties and shit. Now I don't drink and smoke. I don't fool that shit no more. I don't fool with the party life no more. Like I just be chilling, but chilling, stacking the money, making YouTube videos. That's all I be doing now. But you know, um, yeah, bro, that's pretty much what it is. But Drake, yeah, I think that Summer Mink gonna be fire. But I think this his second fragrance that he released, if I'm not mistaken. Because didn't he release a fragrance before? If I'm not mistaken, didn't he release a fragrance before? If I ain't tripping, I don't know if Drake released a fragrance before or not. I don't know. I'm probably tripping. Um, what's up? What's going on, TK? What's going on with you? But I think Drake, I think that Summer Mink gonna be fire. Cause I seen this review. Somebody said that joint smelled like a Jolly Rancher with like cotton candy or something. That joint sound fire. That joint sound fire though. But I hope people not gassing it at the same time because it's Drake. You know what I mean? I hope people not gassing it just for it to be a mid fragrance. I hope that ain't the case. You know, because when I drop that much money on a fragrance, I expect it to be good. Even if it's trash, I'm not gonna take it back, right? Because it's just like I'm a fragrance collector. So it's just like even if it's trash, I'm not about to take it back. But I'm not really the type of person to go return a fragrance, even if I don't like it, because I'm a collector. You know what I mean? So even if it's borderline garbage, I don't care if I spend $600 on a Clive Christian fragrance. If it's trash, I'ma just put it up in my collection. I'm not the type that take that return fragrances. Matter of fact, I don't think I ever returned a fragrance. Never. I don't think I ever did that. But I don't know. I probably did that one time because I needed the money back. Because I needed the money because I wanted to get another fragrance. Because I seen another fragrance that I wanted. That's when I returned the fragrance. I returned Dior. I think it was Dior Sauvage, the EDT, I think. Because I needed the money because I wanted to buy another fragrance. But that was like 2 years ago. But I don't know. I know he getting hate now, but that Diddy Unforgivable was nice. Nice when it came out. I ain't never tried Diddy Unforgivable. I ain't never tried nothing by too much rappers when they release fragrances. I heard Jay-Z release the cologne. I still want to try that one. I think Kanye got a cologne, if I ain't mistaken. I know for sure Sabrina Carpenter got a perfume. I know Billie Eilish got one. I know Soulja Boy got one. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Who else? I know Nicki Minaj got one. I ain't never tried nothing by Diddy though. I ain't never tried nothing by Diddy. Um, I don't know. It probably was nice, but I heard that was like one of them 2000 smelling fragrances. I heard it was like one of those types. But I still check it out though. Like if I could find a sample of that, or if I could even find a full bottle, I'd definitely check it out though. I definitely check it out. I also want that Jay-Z fragrance. I forgot the damn name of it though. I think it was a gold bottle that Jay-Z had. I think it was like a gold bottle. Um, who else released the fragrance? I think it was somebody else released the fragrance, bro. Um, I want Future to release a fragrance. And I want him to call it I Never Liked You. If Future release a fragrance called I Never Liked You, I swear to God, I don't care if that shit is $200. I'm dropping the bag on that. I want Future to release a fragrance called Toxic and I Never Liked You. Those two fragrances, when Future put those two fragrances out, if he ever do that shit, I'm getting both. I'm getting both. But see, Toxic gotta be the date night scent. That gotta almost smell like a Maury Cafe or something like that. Um, if Future release a fragrance called Toxic and a fragrance called I Never Liked You, I'm getting both of them. Like I'm calling that now. Um, let me see. Funny, the white girl Paris Hilton had a cologne that smelled like Aqua di Gio. Yeah, half of these fragrances, bro, is ripped off of other people's fragrances. See, what people like to do is y'all don't even know, but these bigger brands, they rip off of smaller brands, so y'all would not know. Y'all will never really pretty much know. Like pretty much that's what it is. If y'all ain't know, Blue Day Chanel ripped off a True Religion Drifter. If y'all ain't, know that. But this smell, this smells so close to Blue Day Chanel, the EDP, right? That one time I put my sample of Blue Day Chanel, the EDP on me, right? And I ran out of juice. And me, I'm an oversprayer. I don't spray no 5 damn sprays, right? So I sprayed like 5 sprays out of that Blue Day Chanel sample, and it was dead. So I went and put this on, and trust me, it was no difference, no damn difference. Literally, I put this on with it. It was no difference, bro. No damn difference. So these companies be out here ripping off of each other. Like, trust me, bro. Like, trust me. Like, it be fragrances. Say if PDM come out with a new flanker, they probably copied off a damn fragrance you probably will never ever smell. It's probably even discontinued. I heard good things about Sarah Jessica Parker fragrances cheap. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try that one out though. I also want to try something by Billie Eilish. I heard she got house. Um, what do you recommend to me? I'm from Replica Series. Have you tried? Nah, hold on. What you talking about? The Mason Margiela? No, I didn't never smell nothing from him. I smelled the clone, which was the Jazz Club, and I highly recommend that. But I highly recommend that. If that smell anything like Jazz Club, I highly recommend Jazz Club to you. That's supposed to be a clone to it. Somebody said it was really close, but if that smell anything like Jazz Club, I highly recommend that. I highly recommend Jazz Club. So from the Mason Margiela replica, I highly recommend Jazz Club. Highly recommend it. If it's smell anything like that clone. But guys, we hit 40 minutes, bro. I gotta hurry up and go to work. Hurry up and get my clothes on. I gotta yeah, do shit like that. So I am gonna be back on live again tonight. Cause that's what we do. Like I get on live in the morning and I get back on live at night for like an hour, 20 minutes. It's gonna be a lot of people on live at night because like that's when they mostly catch the live, like at night. It'd be like almost 30 people on there. So catch the live tonight.